Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Best Ball Bros! I'm Matt.
I'm Aaron.
Welcome back to episode 9. First off the top, very sorry for last week. We're going to do our best to keep phones away from the computer and away from these cheap microphones.
Yes.
That interference was a little unbearable to listen to, and my apologies.
Well, I think we finally caught what was doing it, because that's 2 episodes now.
Yeah, that's the second time that's happened.
Had that.
We're going to be more mindful. We're learning, and hopefully this never happens again.
Well, before we get into what the show, I also have an apology. Mr. Tank Dell and Tank Bigsby, I owe both of you an apology. Mr. Tank Dell, I wish you were playing football and I hope you get healthy soon, but you are not the running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that would be a Tank Bigsby. So, apologize to both of you fellas. Tank Bigsby, I do still love you, and I think you are the running back one of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, we mentioned it last week, and it just comes down to it's been hot, and your AC is still out.
Yes.
This warranty that they offered you is not even worth the paper it's written on.
Yeah. We're waiting on a part news to go over, guys.
But I want to hear, you just had your Keeper League draft.
Yes.
How are you feeling about it?
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot?
I got Garrett Wilson in the 4th round.
That's a stupid steal.
So, Garrett Wilson in the 4th round. Was able to pair him with Justin Fields super late.
Now you just got to trade for Brees.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
I'll take Braylon Allen as a pickup later. I'm excited. It is draft season. With it being draft season, today we're going to take a left turn instead of a right. And we're going to do a mock draft with you all later. 14-teamer. Kind of help us get in depth of different picks. Kind of have our thoughts and processes about how these rounds are going to fill out. So a little bit something different. We are going to be covering a bunch of camp news today. We have a Twitter questionnaire segment, maybe, is what we'll call this one.
Sure.
Some goofy, fun questions we found on Twitter throughout the week that we thought we would discuss in person. This first piece of news is fun, and it's fun for the chaos it has created. Tyler Huntley was signed by the Cleveland Browns.
So, the number one concern when it came to Flacco being the starter is he was playing so badly he couldn't even keep Anthony Richardson on the bench.
Well, in all fairness, Anthony Richardson is starting to show us that he can play football.
He is, and good for him. This is what we always wanted from him. I'm not sure this means anything yet.
I think it's more of it's a depth thing. Their injuries are killing that quarterback room right now.
He'll probably play all of the third game.
If even that. I mean, I can honestly say I don't see him being on the roster come week 1.
That seems unlikely he stays.
But it's fun. It's fun to say the Browns are still signing quarterbacks. So
it's goofy.
Sad news for you Louisville fans out there. Isaac Guerendo is going to miss a couple weeks. Bum shoulder. That's just, my whole note of this is, what is wrong with San Francisco's strength and conditioning?
This kind of makes you question if he's the handcuff you want to get in case if CMC goes down.
Well, we play a game that it's if you're healthy, right?
Yeah.
And if you're healthy, Isaac Guerendo is a very nice running back to have in your running back room. I think he's everything they could want. It's just getting that team healthy. I mean, the receivers are going down. I mean, Brock Purdy's been battling bum everything for 2 years now. Full example, CMC fell to the 2nd round today in my draft just because of the injury scare.
People seem extremely nervous about taking.
But they have every right to be.
Because I don't think you had this Twitter poll saved, but all these accounts were throwing out who's a player you're never going to draft again, and CMC he was there, but CMC was in a lot of those replies where people are like, I'm never trusting him again.
Well, so I forgot, it might have been, shout out to the Fantasy Footballers podcast, who I was listening to, when they said, out of the past 5 years, CMC has either been hurt or he's won you a league championship by being the number 1 running back. 2 of those years, he was the number 1 running back overall.
With a bullet.
Yeah, and he wins you the league. The other 3 years of that 5-year span, he's hurt and doesn't do any good for you.
I'm betting on him this year.
Some people are. I like my receivers this year, so I don't think I'm going to have much CMC.
That's fair. That's fair. Happy news. Kyron Williams, our favorite running back, got paid 3 years, $33 million.
I think what I like, it's an extension.
Yes, an extension.
I think what I like about this is the Rams did not come out here and pay him as the number one running back. Salary-wise, I think he's like paid the 7th best running back. So to me, it's a very reasonable contract. It gives Kyron enough motivation to go out there and prove he can still be, the baddest one out there on the field.
Smart extension on both sides.
Yes. I think this works. And thank you, Mr. Kyron Williams. You get paid.
Then Teddy Bridgewater is signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I love it. Well, they're not going to let him coach high school this year, so why don't you go make a mill for playing football?
So he can donate even more money to those kids and then get banned another year.
Look, God forbid he do the right thing for those kids.
It was absurd.
It's absurd.
It's absurd how he's being treated.
Mr.
And he notified the team.
Yes.
He was doing it because he was raising money for it, and the parents couldn't do it, so he stepped up and did it for these kids. Yes. It's atrocious what happened to him.
Mr. Teddy is an absolute podcast favorite.
Of course.
So we love you. We love you, Teddy.
The ultimate what if as a Vikings fan is what if Teddy never got hurt.
I just wish they would have brought him back after he did.
I wish they had too, but it's a whole deal with his contract, and in my opinion, had he allowed his contract to be told and they could have had him another year and rehabbed him longer, then I think he would have stayed. However, he fought to not have his contract told. The Vikings thought it was just too uncertain to try to extend him.
Yeah, I think that was the start of the Zimmer separation from the Vikings. I really feel like that.
No, it was just signing Kirk Cousins. That was the end.
Well, you had to go to Kirk Cousins because you didn't have Teddy anymore. So,
but yeah. That's enough talk about the past.
No, we're still bringing up Minnesota news.
We are. Jordan Addison, 3-game suspension, finalized. He's not appealing. So
we all saw it coming.
Everybody expected it.
Yes. And we can be voodoo fortune tellers because Mr. Keenan Allen did sign a deal with the Chargers.
Is it just a 1-year deal?
It's just a 1 year.
That's smart.
Yeah. So smart. 1 year. I've seen where a lot of people have been talking about that. This is concerning for maybe a Trey Harris. A little bit worried because Keenan Allen does a lot of his good work in the slot, and Ladd McConkey was a monster in the slot last year. I think this is just more of a good signing for an NFL team and not so much a worry for a fantasy option.
I agree. I'm
in the boat where having a veteran presence in a locker room, especially in a receiver core where they're all divas and they all think that, they can win a game single-handedly. I think having a veteran presence in a locker room does a team a good job.
Not to mention a tactician like him.
Yes.
With a bunch of young wide receivers. We made fun of the coach on the field bit last week, but I think he can still get it done. Yeah. So I don't think it's a coach on the field type of thing, and I agree. I think a lot of those young guys will benefit from having a year with Keenan Allen.
Yeah. So, full disclosure, one of the friends of the podcast got us a nice, cool soundboard that we don't know how to work yet. So, if we did, this would be the nuclear button, sound the alarms, Matt Stafford's dealing with an aggravated disc. And it does not seem to be getting better news-wise. Epidural, that doesn't sound great.
It's pretty standard. I've had 4 of them now.
Doesn't sound great.
No, it's just an injection into your spine. It's supposed to...
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's supposed to coat the nerves to prevent them from rubbing, and so it's more comfortable and less painful.
You know what's not comfortable? Taking shots from a D lineman.
Look, I said it on Twitter that because Matt Stafford's almost my age. I think he and I might be like the same age. If I took a shot from a defensive lineman, where I land would be my new permanent home. I'm not getting up. Because,
oh God, no!
Because I would just die, and if I didn't die, I would want to die because I know my spine would look like a horseshoe.
You know, maybe another summer podcast we can get down the road of pros versus Joes.
You will not see me in that thing. I well know I am not competing against any pros.
So let's take a second to deep dive with this one. I think it's pretty safe to say this might be Stafford's last year if he's having this much trouble getting going. Now, do they shove him full of those painkillers every week and push him out there? And if they do that, how good is that for Puka? How good is that for Devontae Adams? How good is that for Kyron Williams?
So, from what I understand, in my own personal dealings
you
with
do
this,
have a first-hand kind of thing.
First-hand experience with this stuff, blown disc, pinched nerve, the whole nine. You can't have more than, I believe, 3 of those shots in a year. It might be 4.
No, that's the epidural.
The epidural, yes.
Okay.
The steroid that they inject, it weakens bone. So they do not want to be giving you too many of those a year. I mean, they could probably do topical stuff, like, you know, your lidocaine painkillers and stuff like that. But he can't be doing those epidurals every week, or even every month. But we've seen him dealing with this before.
It doesn't seem like it's getting better, though.
No, it definitely does not seem like it's getting better.
This makes me worry about Puka. This makes me worry about Devontae Adams. It slightly bumps me up to Kyron. It makes me think maybe he'll get a little bit more check down work if you're not wanting to take the shots. If Jimmy Garoppolo's the quarterback for this offense, I'm really concerned.
See, I'd be more of a wait and see approach.
It is still early, and we still have a month till games kick off, essentially. Well, 3 weeks now.
I think with Jimmy G, it's monitor your practice reports. I'm not optimistic about Stafford at all. Personally, I'd be shocked if he plays more than half the season.
That's rough. That's going to be rough, especially if you had the mindset like we have, especially early in the year where we were taking a super dynamic guy at quarterback and then putting Stafford in our quarterback room because he was going to be the safe floor. That's going to hurt a couple of best ball rosters.
Look, for fear of talking too much about me, about all this stuff.
It's hard,
but it was extremely painful. Like, I could not sit upright. I had to lay down a lot. The longer I stood, the more it hurt. Walking was not pleasant, and I could not run. It took me 5 months to get back on my feet.
Jesus. Yeah.
So, with it now it's not the same for everybody. And we don't know how
Are you telling
serious.
me you're not a pro athlete?
No, I'm not a pro athlete.
It could have fooled me.
I'm concerned about Stafford, and honestly, I might just take him entirely off my board.
I've taken Devontae Adams off mine. Puka's still there, but he's pushed down. Hey, I'm looking at the rest of our kind of news and notes segment, and it is a lot of injuries.
Yes, there is.
Brandon Ayuk is not expected to be ready for week 1.
No, he's not.
We've kind of assumed that was the process.
Yeah. But that was confirmation.
Yes. Update to this piece of news. McConkey was dealing with some type of soft tissue issue. It's an undisclosed injury. They haven't told it. He's had wraps on his upper leg. But he did return to practice Friday. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. It doesn't seem to be soft tissue injuries this early in the year. Re-aggravation is a little bit higher, and just makes you worry a little bit.
See, now I'm just thinking of the movie Miracle, when he has a deep tissue bruise, and he asks the doc if he plays on it, will it make it worse? And he's like, no, it'll be really painful, but he'll be fine. And then he sends him out there with that. So
no, he doesn't send him out there. He asks him if he's good to go, and he says, well, I'm hurt. And he said, oh, all right, didn't know you were a pansy. And then, so that's one of the best scenes of sports movie history ever.
Kurt Russell acted his ass off.
Love Kurt Russell. Some really bad news. Sad news. Rashawn Slater, patella tore. It's off.
Yeah.
He's done for 2025.
Season-ending injury.
Another big guy injury. Eagles Landon Dickerson just tonight. Looks like it's a lower leg injury. Carted off. Does not look great. I know this was some type of like inter-team scrimmage that Philadelphia was doing.
Yeah, it was a practice.
And in front of like 50,000 fans, goes in some lower leg damage. Doesn't sound great. Hate to see these for the big guys.
Hate to see that for Saquon.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, one of the best O-lines in the game right now, and you're a very important piece. Lesser news, kind of my last one. I do have a good thing I want to talk about right after this bad one.
Okay.
Jaden Blue looked like it was real bad. Thankfully, it's only a bone bruise on the heel.
Dodged the ankle injury everybody was worried about.
Thankfully, because this is a guy skyrocketing up boards right now. He's getting the hype.
Funny because they were
yes.
They went into practice and they were just like, hey man, look a little thicker on the middle, and he was just like, I'll show you what's up, and blew away the coaches.
Yes.
And now minor setback.
Thankfully it's just minor. Hopefully he'll shrug it off. We'll end this awful news and notes segment on a good one. Have you been able to catch much of the preseason games yet besides watching it on Twitter?
No, I have not had time.
Yes.
And we both worked Saturday, so we missed over half the games.
Yes, so a lot of catching in on Twitter, and everything I'm seeing on Twitter is Tyler Warren is going to be that guy. I'm in. I'm full sail. Get me Tyler Warren. I'll take him over Hawkinson. I'll take him over Kyle Pitts. I'll take him everywhere I can get him. So that we'll end on Tyler Warren knows how to play football.
All right.
Next segment, strolling on Twitter, and I'm seeing all these, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about these things. Mr. Matt, I'll start asking you some questions.
You're going to hit me with the engagement bait that you saw on Twitter.
Yes.
All right.
Because I got engaged.
Yikes.
To football. All right, Mr. Matt, there are 8 wide receivers being drafted in the 4th round right now. Mr. Jamison Williams, Tedoroa McMillan, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Xavier Worthy, Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, and DJ Moore. You can only pick one. Who are you going with?
For fear of overreacting to preseason, I might go with Tedoroa McMillan.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that was your pick.
Really?
Yes. I would have thought you would have went with Xavier Worthy.
I don't like repeating myself too much, even though I do it too much. But I fought internally between the two. I'm kind of optimistic about the Panthers' passing offense this year.
At least one of us is.
I know you're not, but...
No, not at all. Jamison Williams was an easy yes for me, even last week.
Mm-hmm.
But so, kind of looking into what the Dallas Cowboys are going to be doing. They're going to be throwing the ball, and if I'm a defense, I'm double covering CD, and I'm saying, you got to beat me a different way. And George Pickens is that other way.
Okay.
Here recently, I've actually been taking George Pickens over Jamison Williams when those two come to me.
I'd agree with that.
So I'm taking George Pickens out of these guys.
See, I think Jamison Williams is, while for best ball, not entirely bad, most of his production comes from big plays.
Those booms, 70-yard TDs, yeah.
So while those are extremely beneficial to fantasy, I don't like to be extremely reliant on them. Maybe that's bad on my part.
Well, we're trying to predict best outcomes. We always say TDs are not sticky, right? So if we're going, what's the best percentage of chance I get a point, you're going to pick the guy who's getting the more volume over the guy who he's getting 70 yards and a TD every 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks. Because it's not, you can't count on that. But I can count on the guy that's getting 12 catches a game.
I was going to say, Pickens might get over 100 targets this year.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a little worried considering what he did in Pittsburgh. Like, he didn't go full AB, but he was coming close to full AB. And you never go full AB.
No, but I think being frustrated with what is happening with that team when in the year 2025 of our Lord, offense wins you football games. Mm-hmm. And they have the highest paid defense in the NFL.
I hear it. And
he's the receiver.
You saw that Najee Harris was back there fighting like Jon Snow at the Battle of the Bastards, and he was still turning out positive games. And
that man ran so hard to get 2 yards.
He ran extremely hard for 2 yards.
he ran 50 yards to get 2.
Just trucking fools to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Not to completely derail. I hope Pittsburgh's good this year. I don't think they're gonna be. Let me be very clear with that. I don't think they're gonna be, but I hope they are.
Yeah.
They're one of those teams in the NFL that when they're good, it's good for what's happening in the league.
Yeah, I can see that. And I was listening to a couple analysts talk, and one guy brought up that everybody was making Aaron Rodgers a butt of the joke last year.
Okay.
But he still almost threw for 3,900 yards despite the slow start.
Yeah, so, I mean,
he's not my preferred pick, but at the end of a draft, I don't exactly hate it. There were quite a few quarterbacks last year that didn't throw over 4,000 yards.
If I'm looking at, last pick of the draft, and I think I can get a little bit of something out of them, but
it's not my preferred outcome, but sometimes you come into a draft and all of your quarterback options, because we tend to go late round quarterback.
Yes.
And sometimes running late round quarterback, you get burned with a run on quarterbacks in front of you. So if you have to take somebody late, I don't exactly hate it. I'm coming around to it that Aaron Rodgers might have a better year than I initially thought. That has yet to be seen. And plus, last year was his second or third year with the Jets, whereas this is his first year with the Steelers. So, I don't know.
Maybe.
I just thought it was food for thought.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks.
Okay.
Next question. Rank these 4 QBs. C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, and Dak Prescott. Fantasy-wise.
Fantasy-wise.
Rank these guys.
Man, I kind of wish I had gotten a little more time for this one.
I can go first because this is kind of easy for me then.
Okay.
Justin Herbert's 1. Dak Prescott is 2. Because when Dak Prescott is healthy,
yes,
he can throw.
Yes.
He can put up 5,000 yards. So
he's made a pretty deep push into the playoffs before.
Yes.
I don't know if they've been in the NFC Championship, but close.
No. So when he's healthy, and then it's Jordan Love, and then it's C.J. Stroud. Jordan Love, now this is where it's easy Justin Herbert 1 for me. Easy Dak Prescott 2 for me. This is where it gets a little tricky, because I think C.J. Stroud is the better quarterback, but Jordan Love is in the better offense with an offensive-minded head coach.
See,
so I take a better offense with a better offensive-minded coach over the defensive guy.
I love taking my shots at the Packers. So, removing myself from that, I think number 1 is Dak in my book.
Really?
Yes, I think number 1. This isn't exactly a murderer's row of quarterbacks here, but number 1 is Dak. Number 2, I think, is going to be Jordan Love for me. He's a little bit more of a dual threat than most of those quarterbacks.
Now, Herbert can move.
I'm not taking that away from Herbert. Herbert can move, but I think Love is a little more mobile than him. Herbert's got the better arm. But, I don't know. Herbert is kind of trending in that territory of me. Kind of like T-Law, where it's like, you got to start proving it to me, man.
That's the only thing with Herbert is he's getting to that what if category.
So I think I'm going to have to put Herbert 3 and Stroud. I really like Stroud, and I'm not trying to be mean to him in any way, shape, or form by ranking him 4 in this list.
But that fall off last year.
That fall off was pretty... Now, granted, you had Nico and Tank Dell and looked like world beaters. And then the next
Tank
year,
Dell goes out,
missed Tank Dell.
Nico missed 5 games last year.
Yes. And he suddenly looked pretty mortal back there. And they leaned pretty heavily on Joe Mixon. So, I don't...
Who I got in the 6th round today, by the way.
Okay. I'm not excited for that pick.
No.
Because
in
of
the
that.
6th, though.
Because of that foot injury, that's scary territory.
Well, I have J.K. Dobbins starting, so.
I would start J.K. Dobbins too. But anyways, this is no slight on any of those quarterbacks. I think all of those quarterbacks are really good. But I'm going to go Dak, Love, Herbert, and then Stroud.
Right. Solid list. So we talked about McCaffrey earlier. Who do you believe in more this season?
Okay.
Mr. McCaffrey or the rookie Ashton Genty?
McCaffrey.
Yeah. That one's not even really that close for me. I'm excited for what Ashton Genty could be.
Yeah.
But
we
know what McCaffrey can be.
We have seen McCaffrey at his peak,
yes.
And he is borderline unstoppable. We haven't seen a receiving back like McCaffrey in near decades. So
he's what Reggie Bush would have been.
I think he's better than what Reggie Bush ever could have been.
Okay, we're gonna move past that real quick.
I mean, aside from Marshall Faulk, name another running back that was that much of a dual threat as him, and I don't think you're gonna find one.
Well, growing up, our running backs didn't do that either.
No, but
like LaDainian Tomlinson could have if he was a check down machine, but
the offenses were just different.
It wasn't. It was turn your back and hand the ball off. So
and then watch him jump the pile.
God, it's so fantastic. Who would you rather have as your fantasy receiver one? Nico Collins or Amon-Ra the Sun God?
Nico.
Okay. Is that your bias for the Detroit Lions?
No, this is my bias of I picked up Nico 2 years ago. and like back then, like I was getting him in like the 10th round or something like that, and he was just pounding everybody off my depth chart. And I was like, okay, great, perfect.
I do hope, and I'm excited for the what if Nico can keep this going.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
But you know, you follow, like I follow guys like Matt Harmon, and he is very bullish on Nico, and he's just like, that guy is going to be in the top tier of wide receivers for a long time.
Yes.
And when you have the Matt Harmon and Matt Wallman stamp of approval, I think you can't go wrong with that. So
if you had the third Matt stamp of approval that you get from the Best Ball Bros podcast, then there's the 3 Matts right there, buddy.
I'd love to, but I'm not an analyst like them. I'm just a guy sitting on the couch.
All right, pick one tight end you think will break out this year. Colston Loveland, the rookie for Chicago.
Yes.
Brenton Strange, Chig Okonkwo, Tyler Warren, and I'm not putting this name on the list just because of our podcast. It is actually on this list. Kyle Pitts.
Do you go with the preseason game hype of Tyler Warren, or do you go with the camp hype of Kyle Pitts? Or do you just go completely off the board with Brenton Strange?
Now, I am excited for what Brenton Strange could be.
Yeah.
Like we said, I'm selling the farm for Tyler Warren, buddy. I like him a lot.
Let's do it. I'll agree. Tyler Warren.
Look, in all fairness, on that awful bet we made, you would not let me switch.
No, I wouldn't.
From Dalton Kincaid to Tyler Warren.
But I went off specifically because you picked Dalton Kincaid.
All right, so I think we got 4 more of these.
Okay, keep going.
Who's more likely to finish as the number 1 overall receiver? Puka or CeeDee Lamb? I think with the Matt Stafford injury, it's way more easy to pick CeeDee Lamb for this.
Not to mention, CeeDee Lamb had a stupid amount of targets last year.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was almost 160. I'd have to check it real quick. Do we want to do a stat check on this real quick?
Nah.
No? Okay. But he had a lot of targets last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go CeeDee.
Keep, trade, cut. Okay?
Keep, trade, cut.
George Pickens, Devontae Smith, and Jamison Williams.
I
I think I'm going to trade George Pickens on the hype.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep Jamison Williams, and I'm cutting Devontae Smith.
I think I'm going to trade J-Mo. But I see why you would keep him. And then I would keep Pickens. Because as a wide receiver...
Cut Devontae Smith.
And cut Devontae Smith. Because I think Pickens is... He's going to be an invaluable wide receiver too.
Yes, I think he might. We might be looking at the end of the year as he's the best receiver too.
Assuming that Diva does not rear its ugly head.
Yeah, it's an ugly one. All right. Here's a fun one. Give me one word to describe the Cowboys' offseason.
I got nothing. I don't. What did they do this offseason other than draft Jaden Blue and trade for George Pickens?
In the best Western slang that I can do, it's poison. Jerry Jones is poisoning the water well. It's rough. I think
Poison's a good one. And I completely forgot about the Micah Parsons.
If they don't have Micah Parsons this year, man, we're talking about a whole different team.
Well, you might want some of those offensive pieces if they don't have Micah Parsons because they're going to be in some shootouts.
Last one, and then we can get into our Makalaka Ding Dong.
All right.
Which one player do you expect to roster on the most teams by the end of the month?
There's no options on this one?
No, just which player do you personally think you are going to have on the most of your rosters by the end of the month?
By the end of the
month.
By
the time football starts.
Probably Kamara because he's always available late.
Okay, I like that one.
Or actually, you know what? J.K. Dobbins. I'm going to pick J.K. Dobbins because he's available even later.
Mine's Tank Dell. Not Tank Dell. Oh my goodness, I did it again. I apologize.
Just give us a clean Tank Bigsby.
Tank Carius Bigsby.
Okay.
I love you, and I'm sorry. I just love the name Tank, and I wish Tank Dell was playing football.
So sorry, Tank Dell.
Tank Bigsby! You will be on all of my rosters. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you guys with our mock draft. That means it's draft time, buddy.
That was nice with the fizz sound.
It is draft time. So, full disclosure, guys, this is for a guillotine-style league where the lowest scoring team of that week is eliminated and those players go into free agency. Something we tried last year and we ended up really liking it. So this year we have 14 teams in that league. I am drafting from the 4 spot. Mr. Matt, you are drafting from the 10 spot.
Yes.
If we want to just go over rosters, we got quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a tight end, and a flex. And we have 6 bench spots. So kind of a little bit of a condensed roster, but we can have fun with it.
Well, with it being guillotine style, the benches shouldn't be deep.
Exactly. So, 101 went Jamar Chase, 102 went Justin Jefferson, 103 went Jahmyr Gibbs. I will happily take possibly our wide receiver 1 that we just got done talking about. I will take CeeDee Lamb, my pick.
Okay.
Then we had Saquon go next, Bijan Robinson, Puka, Malik Neighbors, McCaffrey, and Mr. Matt. You are on the clock at pick 10.
I'm deciding between Genty and Nico Collins.
Okay.
And I'm going to go Nico.
Okay. You know, we do play, this roster is 3.
Is it half PPR or?
It's half, yeah.
Okay.
Half.
I probably should have looked into that before.
Amon-Ra goes next at 111. Then we got Derrick Henry at 112. Devon Achane at 130. Brian Thomas at the turn with Brock Bowers. Drake London, Ashton Genty almost fell all the way back to you. Josh Jacobs, and you were back on the clock. So give me a little bit of your thought process.
I'm kind of waffling between Bucky Irving and Taylor. And
no thought at maybe McConkey or A.J. Brown?
No.
So thinking going.
Where's A.J. Brown?
He is next next on the list.
Oh. I to be honest, I was misreading that as Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh.
So that honestly changes everything. I'm taking A.J. Brown.
Okay. Now I like that. And a Nico A.J. Brown start just feels good.
I'm glad you said something because I thought Amon-Ra St. Brown slid like that.
Now, if this was the draft, I wouldn't have said anything to you. So
I'm just tired.
Bucky Irving goes next. Then you got Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen as the first quarterback off, Ladd McConkey, Lamar Jackson in the second round. And I'm up At 211, oh man, Trey McBride is there. I have not taken him anywhere.
That would be. I think that's drafting him at his peak.
I
think that's a terrible idea. So you should definitely take Tyreek Hill.
No, thank you. I know people are high on JSN. I'm not there. You got Kyron here, Chase Brown here, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson's here.
So you taking JSN, Kyron, or Chase Brown?
I think I'm gonna take Kyron.
Okay.
And hopes that maybe Garrett Wilson makes it, and he did.
He did not.
After my pick, we got Trey McBride, JSN, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Jaden Daniels, Chase Brown, and I am back on the clock. Tyreek Hill's still there, and he will be there for you. Brees Hall, no thank you. James Cook, no thank you. Terry McLaurin, George Kittle.
James Cook showed back up to practice.
Yeah, that's just not for me, man. I'm going to reach down here. It's reaching a little bit, but it's a 14-teamer. So there's no way he's getting back to him. I'm going to take Omari and Hampton here.
Okay.
It is reaching a little further, but I like maybe that combination of guy who just got his extension, veteran running back, volume-wise, and then the high upside rookie.
All right, I went with Kamara.
Okay, so Brees Hall went next, Tyreek Hill, Marvin Harrison Jr., Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin.
No. Brees Hall did not go next. James Cook went next.
No, after Omar and Hampton, Brees Hall went.
Oh, okay.
Tyreek Hill, then Marvin Harrison Jr.
We don't have to announce every name.
Okay. Well, fine. You took Mr. Alvin Kamara.
Yes, I did.
Then after that, James Cook went Jalen Hurts, Sam Laporta, Joe Burrow, Devontae Adams on the way back, Rashee Rice, George Kittle, DJ Moore. Who are you looking at, sir? Kimbo Walker's there. Chuba Hubbard's there. Metcalf and Cortland Sutton. James Conner. I like James Conner a lot. Or are you going to reach down here and grab Hawkinson?
According to this, it's highly unlikely he's going to be there for me on the way back. And I got to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of these names right here. So send it, Hawkinson.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I overdrafted him. I know I did that, but honestly, I don't like a lot of the names right there.
No, it's kind of a weird spot. Oh, this is tough. All right, I'm on the clock at 4:11. Kimbo Walker and Cortland Sutton.
You're staring at almost the exact same names I was.
And Team 1, and this is what you do. Team 1's already got 3 receivers. So they will more than likely be taking 2 running backs.
Goodness.
Team 2 already has 2 receivers without a running back, right?
Can we stop and just talk about Team 1 right now? This
Chase,
fictional team of Jamar
Higgins.
Chase, T. Higgins, and Garrett Wilson. I don't like the double dip at wide receiver like that, but my goodness, that is a wide receiver core.
Well, he's going to go Joe Burrow.
We can only hope that... I thought Joe Burrow already went off the board. Yeah, he did. Joe Burrow went off the board before my next pick.
Oh, okay, good.
And so we can only hope that this fictional team gets eliminated and those names come on the board.
So I'm looking at it. I have CeeDee Lamb, Kyron, and Omar in Hampton. Team 3, who gets 2 picks before me, also went running back, and Trey McBride. I really want Cortland Sutton. I'm going to take him here, knowing I wasn't going to get Kenneth Walker. Team 1 is just...
You about to pull the trigger on R.J. Harvey?
You saw it before I did. I'm going to scroll down. Man, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm pulling the trigger on Travion Henderson. I think with R.J. Harvey, he's going to be battling J.K. Dobbins. And I think Travion Henderson is by far head and shoulders better than Ramondre Stevenson.
Okay. I'm waffling between Waddle and Olave.
No interest in Travis Hunter.
No.
Okay.
A lot of camp reports right now is that he's been spending way more time with the defense than he is the offense. And
so I heard he did. I heard the opposite. I heard it's about 50-50.
That's not exciting.
Really?
No, because
what if he gets a pick 6 and then the next drive he catches a touchdown?
Just seems to me. Well, first off, that's a lot of miles to be putting on a young kid like that.
He's young, he can handle it.
And it just seems that you're going to be sitting with a shortened receiving tree, or be setting up for gimmicky stuff. I'm just not I'm not about it for him
Okay.
personally. So I'm gonna go Waddle.
Okay. Well, Travis Hunter goes 2 picks after you. Jordan Addison at 6'3". Did you have a hope that Chris Olave would make it back to you?
No,
Okay.
no, I was hoping that Calvin Ridley would though, and he did.
Oh, okay. Oh, there goes Bo Nix. Damn it. All right, I'm up, and man, I have some decisions to make because Chris Godwin's here. No, thank you. My running back's here, Brian Robinson Jr. Receiver, I need receivers, but there's none here that are screaming my name. So I'm going to take my running back, and he make it back to me. He did. Go ahead and take Tyler Warren here on my turn back. So at 6'11", I went Brian Robinson Jr. At round 7, pick 4, I went Tyler Warren. A lot of teams already have their tight end. Team 1 still does not have a running back.
That's wild.
So, I just, when you feel good about your guys, you reach down and grab them. Team 11 still does not have a tight end. Team 9 still does not have a tight end. So I wanted to make sure I went and got my guy. And I did. And Evan Ingram ended up going 3 picks after that. So, makes me feel a little bit better about reaching down there. So, you're on the clock, sir. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that I have 1 running back and 4 wide receivers. And so, thinking I need a running back, another one. And so, I'm not a huge fan of the guys here. And although I may be forced to do it and just take Cam Scatterbo.
Oh, okay. So, over ETN?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, man, someone reached down there and grabbed Ricky.
Yes, they did.
Are you going to take a Buka from me?
No, I'm going to reach down and get my guy, J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, that's...
Because he's not projected to make it.
Well, thank you for that, because Abuka made it to me.
Wow, that's kind of surprising.
Yes, and I will gladly take him. That is one guy earlier today that I did not get the chance to take. I wish I would have.
He was between my picks.
And my other guy has fallen to me, Jaden Higgins. I will gladly take those 2 guys back to back at 8-11, coming back at 9-4. I'm taking shots on rookies this year, man. I have already on this roster 1, 2, 3, I have 4, 5. I have 5 rookies on this roster. I might be falling for the rookie hype this year, but here we are. And you're back on the clock, buddy.
Yes, I am.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm feeling a little bit of the pressure. And
14 teams, man.
Yeah, it's different.
It is. And Team 13 already has 2 quarterbacks. They went Baker, and then 3 rounds later went Kyler.
Okay,
Don't like that. As it sits right now, Team 1 went 2 quarterbacks before taking a running back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this mock draft setup.
Not sure I do either. This 14 teams is really... Hey, stop that.
I think it might mess up the algorithm.
Think so?
So me and you are the only 2 teams. Nope, Team 11 also does not have a... Everybody else has quarterback. Everybody's got a tight end.
Well, you only need 1.
Yes.
Now So I think I'm gonna go Jaden Blake.
That was gonna be a sneaky pick. Am I late? Get out of my head.
I don't think he was gonna.
You don't think so?
No, because he was in the range to be drafted before my next. So.
Okay. Well, you're on the clock again, and I think I might know who you. Man.
Am I on the clock? It's not showing me.
Yep. You
No,
are.
it's Team 11. Unless if.
Team 11 took Justin. At
there it goes. I lost connection to the draft. Press to rejoin.
Team 11 went Justin Fields. They went back-to-back quarterback. They went C.J. Stroud last round.
I wonder if I can close this out and maybe join the link. But I got kicked out of the draft.
Oh, good news is you have 29 minutes and 6 seconds.
There we go.
You're on the clock. Can I take a guess on who you're going to pick here?
Who's that?
Mr. Tank Bigsby. Or do you go Luther Burden?
I need running backs, so I'm going Tank.
You suck.
Sorry.
I'm kind of in the boat where I need them both right now, and I'm on the clock. Drake May is there, and that's going to be my pick here because he's the last quarterback left in that kind of mobile upside tier that I want. And Kyle, Kyle Williams went
Sleeper.
before me.
This is weird.
All right. Talk me through it while I figure out who I'm taking.
Cam Ward just went off the board.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Meanwhile, still waiting to be picked. T-Law, Penix, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson. Wow.
Alright. So I'm kind of looking around, seeing who's left. My team, I still really could use some receiver help. I feel pretty good about my running backs. I could use a little bit of receiver help. Let's go Rashad Bateman here. Just to kind of, if anything, getting some volume work.
Okay. I'm taking my boy, Penix.
I saw his name down there, and I felt like that was going to be... We do only have 3 rounds.
Yes, we do. And
I think I know who you're next.
Thornton.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 running backs, 5 receivers. So I would like to take 2 more running backs and 1 more receiver. Oh.
I lost my 5G in your basement.
Oh, no.
I'm down to LTE.
Alright, these guys are more than likely going to be guys that we end up cutting.
At the very first chance?
Yes. So I'm just going to take a shot on Braylon Allen here and see if he ends up being anything. And then I'll take Demario Douglas here with also the same thought process of let's see if he does anything. Guillotine style league, full disclosure. So these guys will be getting cut at the end of your rosters to upgrade if you can survive.
Very much.
So, take a shot late.
So, I'm going to take Anthony Richardson right here.
Oh, you punk. Oh, that hurts a little bit. Not going to lie.
And
who's your last pick, buddy?
Last pick.
I have one guy I want. And if you grab him here...
I'm
Don't you
waffling.
say it. Don't you say it.
I'm waffling between 2 guys.
Oh my goodness.
And
What position?
One's a tight end.
Okay.
One's a wide receiver.
Okay, good. Then you're not going to get him. And I will gladly take him if you don't notice this guy.
Oh, look, there's Kyle Monungai right there.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's a shame.
It's a shame.
How many running backs you got there, sir?
I got enough.
You got enough?
Yeah. I got enough running backs.
What happened to Monungai's not making it past?
You see some camp hype videos, years of practice, and suddenly a guy who's
years of practice. That boy is he's a rookie there, sir.
So you start to see some things.
Funny how it went from you didn't even know how to pronounce his last name last week to suddenly super hyped on Monungai.
Isn't camp season beautiful?
All right, I'm taking a shot. Jalen Coker.
Oh, thank you, because that gives me Monungai, and I'll take him gladly. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna get him. And oh man, I just want to check in real quick before we log out to see how many.
My goodness. Team 1.
What
the heck? They drafted 6 wide receivers. The computer went nuts with that team.
Well, read me off your team and let me hear your thoughts
okay.
on your team.
Nico Collins.
Okay.
A.J. Brown. Alvin Kamara. T.J. Hawkinson. I don't like that I had to reach for him there, but he was not going to be available coming back around. So I had to get my guy. Jalen Waddle. Calvin Ridley. Cam Scatterbo. It's not my favorite pick, honestly. I might want to... kind of wish I might have got that one back. J.K. Dobbins, very happy with that. Jaden Blue.
You did reach for Dobbins.
He was within the
next round.
The draft round. He was within it. But he's kind of my guy this year. Jaden Blue, Tank Bigsby. Then I got Penix, Thornton, Anthony Richardson, and Coker. Jalen Coker.
Okay.
Who, Matt Harmon, he likes to call him the little hive of fans that like him, the cokeheads. So.
I like that. I went Drake May at quarterback. At running back, I have Kyron Williams, Omarion Hampton. I love that dude. Pair that with Travion Henderson, Brian Robinson Jr., and Braylon Allen and Kyle Monungai. Receiver, I went CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton, Emeka Ibuka. I went Jaden Higgins, Rashad Bateman, and Demario Douglas. And like you said, I reached for my guy. I went and got Tyler Warren. For a 14-teamer, I like my roster.
I'm not gonna lie. If this is how this shook out, I'd be good with it. Sleeper has kind of some goofy rankings.
Yeah, I wonder if the 14-teamer kind of threw it off. Because like you said, I mean, it's a mock draft, but Team 1 went four receivers went...
5. They went 6 wide receivers and then a quarterback mixed in there. So
yeah,
wide receiver, quarterback, wide receiver, quarterback.
And then tight end before they even touched a running back. That's not going to happen in a real draft.
That is no way. That's 0 running back to the max.
They're
going to be spending... that team probably will survive considering who their wide receivers are, but they're going to be spending all of their fab.
Well, that is the goofy thing, though, is that you just got to get through a couple weeks and you can have a really solid roster.
Oh, yeah.
If you're willing to spend the fab in a league like this. So.
Yeah.
But that was fun. And full disclosure, we will have this draft completed by our next episode, so we will be able to either be really happy or really upset with each other, and
or the next episode never airs.
Yes, or it does not ever air,
as we're just not on speaking terms anymore.
So thank you guys for listening. Tank Bigsby, please send us a jersey in. We love you, and good night, fellas.
Good night.